Welcome back to the Alice Stewart Show on 96.5 The Voice.
Say you want a revolution.
Welcome back to the Alice Stewart Show. The second hour at 7:06 on a rainy Thursday morning. And we continue the conversation on the Veterans Administration. And there's been a lot of talk in Washington, D.C. about what has been going on at many VA hospitals around the country, and some heated conversations last night in D.C. after a report came out that showed that 1,700 vets that were to be on lists at a Phoenix VA wait list were not even on the list, and they were at risk of being lost or forgotten. And this comes in the midst of reports of 40 vets have died at result of, many say, poor administration of cooked books, long waiting lists, and some say it is just reprehensible, the care and treatment they get. But here in Arkansas, it is a much different story, and the care and treatment of our vets appears to be on track, and our vets, if anyone deserves fine health care, it is our vets. And here to talk about the Veterans Hospital System here in Arkansas, I'm joined with Miles Brown. He is with the Central Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System. Miles, great to have you here.
Good morning.
And if you can talk, first of all, you were with the Veterans Healthcare System in Arkansas, and explain. You have the big VA hospital there in Little Rock by UAMS, but what is the area that you serve?
Absolutely, we have our main hospital is in downtown Little Rock, and then we have a healthcare center in North Little Rock. That's Eugene Tobin Healthcare Center. We also have community outpatient clinics in stretching from the north border, Mountain Home, all the way down to El Dorado and out to Mena. So 8 community-based outpatient clinics across the state. It's very important that we have those because more than 40% of veterans live in rural areas. And here in Arkansas, that number is even larger. So, veterans don't have to now travel to Little Rock to get their care. We're taking the care out to where they live, and that's really improving access to care for veterans.
Certainly, and that kind of care is vital for anyone needing health care, but certainly our veterans, given that there are limited places where they can go and be treated in the VA system, and so that is critical. We've heard Senator John McCain out in Arizona, where a lot of this VA scandal is brewing. That's one of his concerns, is out there, the rural nature of that state. It's difficult for timely health care, and it looks as though and appears as though Arkansas is really putting a strong focus on rural care for our veterans. Absolutely.
I mean, we have more than 250,000 veterans across the state, and 65,000 of those veterans get their care from Central Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System. So in the past, they may have had to travel 2 or 3 hours into Little Rock to go see their primary care doctor or go see a specialist. Now we're taking that care and we're putting that in the community where they can get some access.
So you say in your healthcare system, there's 65,000 patients that you treat.
Absolutely, every year.
That's fantastic. And with this, clearly there have been, with the national scandal going on with the VA and calls for VA head Shinseki to step down and answer this. I know you can't comment on that directly, and I won't ask you to, but you have the Arkansas Veteran Healthcare System has been, you have been paid a visit by the VHA, and you have had a face-to-face audit. Tell us about that process and how that went, when that was and how it went.
A couple of weeks ago, the first team arrived to look at our scheduling processes. We want to make sure we're following all the VHA guidelines on scheduling veterans for their care. They came in, they did their face-to-face audit, talked to schedulers. We gave them a list. They took a random sampling of the schedulers and went over a very detailed list of questions with them. We don't have any results from that actual visit. And yesterday and today, another team is in looking at the scheduling process at some of our CBOCs, our community-based outpatient clinics across the state.
And from all appearances, there did not seem to be any red flags, as far as you understand.
That's correct. And again, there's no final report yet.
Right. And you say it's a face-to-face audit of scheduling, and it sounds kind of mundane, but that is the key of the concerns here, is the long wait times and the people not being on wait lists at all. So the scheduling process is at the heart of what these concerns are.
Absolutely. It's the start of the access to care. I mean, if you can't get in to your first appointment, if you're a new veteran getting into the system and you can't get in, that's a problem. So, the processes we use to schedule are very important, and we want to make sure they're consistent from clinic to clinic and across our entire system.
And my guest is Miles Brown. He's the Central Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System spokesman. And given this, Mr. Brown, with our health care for our veterans, we had the president earlier this week talking about withdrawals from Afghanistan and those who are returning from war or our current vets, making sure that we give them the care that they deserve and need and deserve. What is the priority at the Arkansas healthcare system? What is the priority or the mission to make sure those who have served our country and enable us to have these freedoms we have, what is the priority, the mission to give them the care they so rightly deserve?
Well, I mean, veterans, they're the only reason we exist. I'm a veteran. I get my care. This is my healthcare system. But we're there to take care of veterans and provide health care for them. Exceptional health care to improve their health and well-being. That's the only reason we exist. So without the veterans in this community, we have no job. We have no reason to be there. So they're our number one priority. They always will be.
And oftentimes, I have friends that work there at the system, and they could go somewhere else and make more money doing something else at another medical facility. But the people that work there, the doctors and the nurses and the healthcare professionals, they do this because they have a commitment and a passion to our veterans.
Absolutely. They're absolutely dedicated to the care of veterans. I mean, as you say, they can go elsewhere. I mean, it's a free market system. They can work for any healthcare system in the state. They choose to come work for us and to help veterans get the best care they can receive. So
anyone in the state of Arkansas or Central Arkansas, anyone across the country is turning on the television or picking up a paper and their headlines about VA scandal and mismanagement and calls for resignations and calls for terminations, what can they take away in terms of the Arkansas care, reassurance or rest assured that the Arkansas veterans are getting the care they deserve and need?
All I can say is what I've seen in the past 2 years here, absolutely dedicated, integrity first. They're making sure that we're taking care of the veterans and giving them the best care possible. And again, we're doing some of that with expanded care in our community-based outpatient clinics. We're providing telehealth where veterans don't have to come in to see specialty clinics all the time. They can do a Skype video conference. It's a secure video conference with a specialty doctor, and we're getting that care out to the community and out to the veterans where they live, where they're comfortable, and so they're coming in.
And with this that's been going on nationally, I would imagine, have you received calls or concerns from patients or family members just for reassurance for their peace of mind? How is the amount of interest or calls or questions about the service there changed with the scandal that is going on in D.C.?
Well, any time that the VA is in the news, of course, that's going to pique some interest, and a veteran may remember, well, I had some issues a few years ago. So, we have patient advocates available. They can be reached at 501-257. It's 5410, excuse me. It's 501-257-5410. And so if they have any concerns with their care or with any treatment they received, they can reach out. The first point is the patient advocates.
Well, and that's so important. Oftentimes when you are dealing with the business, they say, go to the website and talk to no one. But that's important that you have someone available to answer questions and alleviate some concerns. And once again, the patient advocate number there for the Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System is 501-257-5410, and they're available to answer your questions and alleviate your concerns. And we appreciate your time this morning, Mr. Brown. Is there any other last thing you want to stress, something that you're getting more calls or concerns about that you want to make sure and clear up for folks?
No, I just want to make sure that any veteran that is concerned, they can reach out to us. If they don't know whether or not they can access care, go to the website. We have our website available as well, and I'll make all those available to your staff so you can put them on your webpage.
We sure will.
And find out about the benefits available and the care they might be able to receive.
Right, and you also have a Facebook page that folks can go there and look for VA Central Arkansas. But we will put all this information up there so you can find out more. But one of the most important things when you're looking at this is a national crisis and not one Arkansas, but one of the most important things is to make yourself available for questions to alleviate concerns. And when we're talking about healthcare in general, but specifically for our vets, it's so important to make sure they receive the care they need.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we appreciate you coming in, Miles Brown, Central Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System, and look forward to talking with you soon. And we will be following up on how things go with your face-to-face audit of scheduling, but we appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back to discuss President Obama and the life issue coming up on The Alice Stewart Show.
The Alice Stewart Show on 96.5 The Voice.